On behalf of the government of Zimbabwe, Ministry of Health and Child Care and ZNFPC, we would want to welcome you to this fifth symposium for CSOs working on the FP2020 program for Zimbabwe.
This forum is the fifth round since the civic society's platform is established in Zimbabwe. So the main purpose of this platform is just to make sure that the government of Zimbabwe fulfilling the commitment that made in the Family Planning 2020 framework.
So I'm happy that we're here today to find new solutions and better practices to ensure the right for every person to say, my body, my choice.
So this is a platform for CSOs, government, youth-led organizations to come together to talk about family planning issues and to look at how we can energize ourselves and how we can make progress towards our commitments for family planning since 2020 is just around the corner.
So without involving without enabling young people to demand the right for sexual reproductive health services, it is not successful that we are talking and what we are envisioning. Without the involvement of civic society organization, it's also very difficult to anticipate the change that we are anticipated by 2020.
So I think it's important that as we begin to program and implement, we seriously think through about meaningfully engaging church leaders and religious groups.
If we just tag the teenagers and we don't involve the parents, we will continue having teenagers being married off for 80 bond, and it's not going to help our cause.
I would like to really emphasize on the fact that it is important for us to explore deeper into the issues and to be able to come up with solutions that generally achieve our goals without necessarily even imposing on values. One of the issues that when we look at our data, we know that the majority of Zimbabweans are actually Christian, or they at least adhere to some sort of Christian principles. So on that basis, it's very critical that we engage the faith-based organizations and community so that we hear from them and we don't have a lopsided view of what sexual and reproductive health should look like.
As youth, we are encouraging that there must be a dialogue so that we clear the air, those myth stories which are running around about these medicines. What is the relation between faith healing and the modern medicine? Like in other community, we want our people to live life longer so that they grow older. So the importance of family planning, I think it is also vital for our members.
So it's very also important for the community to value the sexual and reproductive health of adolescents and young people with disabilities. So there's need to educate the community to value their sexual and reproductive health so that other people in the community won't also abuse, because they are also vulnerable to abuse.
I feel it's important that we include young people and have them in the lead of the family planning response, because most of the challenges, if not all of them, end up having, young people end up having to face those challenges, or they end up having to face the consequences. So you'd find that in the family planning discourse, right from the name on its own, young people have been excluded. But if you look at other statistics with relation to health, issues of HIV and AIDS, issues of teenage pregnancy, you find that young people are at the core, or they are the ones that are being affected by these issues.
We really appreciate that young people constitute quite a significant proportion of our population. And it is important that when we are doing programming for sexual reproductive health, including family planning, we engage young people. They are part of the planning, implementation, and the evaluation of the programs that we do with them.
I have just attended the FP2020 meeting, and I think it's a very great platform because it joined me with like-minded people who are looking at ways to strategize and not just speak about contraceptive services and information and their access, but also to revolutionize the conversation into actually implementing it and not just leaving it in theory.
So we look forward to continue with our symposiums and to make sure that we pave way and to make sure that we actually have one voice in terms of what we think about family planning in the country and who can we including who is doing what in which areas and which areas do we need to focus on as a country.